Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to part 2 of the BraveStarr Vintage Collection. And today we are going to look at Tex Hex and Tex Hex's Skullwalker. Now, you saw the Marshall BraveStarr, and this is pretty much the same thing. It's one of those laser firing deals. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to open up the box, have a look what's in the box. We're going to open up this box and have a look. Now, these two kind of have to go together. When I was growing up, I do remember seeing this guy mounted on the Skullwalker, and I thought it looked so cool. And again, this figure, Tex Hex, is actually taken from the Ghostbusters. I don't know if it's the real Ghostbusters, but I think it's the real Ghostbusters. But that character was taken from the real Ghostbusters and made into BraveStarr, and was one of the reasons BraveStarr was made was because of this character. So we're going to have a look at what's in the box in both of them. Again, the boxes are pretty jacked up, but at least the boxes are here. So we'll look at Tex first, and then we'll look at the Skullwalker and see what both of them look like. We'll get them out of the box, and we'll see if his laser beam works, because Marshall BraveStarr's laser beam works, and we'll see if his works as well. So let's get these guys out of the box and have a look. So there we have Tex. This is Tex Hex, and he's set with both guns in his hand. He's got a rifle, he's got the laser pack, and then he's got the sighting target deal. And that's if you happen to not get two of these so they can shoot at each other. We will test out this backpack and make sure it works. You get the instructions, and these instructions are in great shape. I don't think they were ever opened. And then something very cool, you get a BraveStarr free mail-in offer to collect your get your badge points to collect an exclusive Marshall BraveStarr beach towel right there. So that'd be kind of cool. I wonder if anybody ever sent in for that, but there it is right there. I wonder if I could still send for that. Probably not. So anyways, there he is, and you can tell he's been open. He's been taken out of the box. The gentleman that had it played with them and then put them back in, and he kept it looking all good. So we're going to pull Tex out, have a closer look at him, see if this works, and yeah, we'll go. So there is Tex Hex right in front of you, and he looks amazing. Now, had this figure been done today, I'm 100% positive this would have been a glow-in-the-dark figure. This would, you know, he's all white-skinned everywhere, and, you know, white pants. I'm sure he would have been glow-in-the-dark at some point in time. Now, being played with, I think he has come with a few more items than he's supposed to. He has two of these long rifles, one here, one on his back. He also has two handguns. I think he's only supposed to have one rifle and one handgun, but overplay over the years, I'm quite sure the gentleman kind of mixed a couple of things up. Here is the sighting target, and here is the laser pack. Now, unfortunately, the laser pack is missing the back door to hide the battery, and that's really unfortunate. But that's the way it goes. In the box, it'll be like this. Now, this works, and I'll give you a quick demo. You turn it on here, like that. You point it at the, oh, sorry, you turn it on here. You point it at the thing, and there it catches. And then if you come off the target, so the idea is you aim these at each other and off they go. I'm not going to put it on Tex. This is just too difficult to put on. And the harnesses, you have to take this harness off with the dual knives, and it's just too brittle, and I really don't want to ruin it, and it's a real finicky thing to do. So the whole idea is that you put this on Tex, you put the other one on Marshall BraveStarr, and then you shoot at each other. And when you press this button on the back, it activates that little it activates that little lever right there, and his arm comes shooting up, and they shoot at each other. But again, I'm not going to put this on. It's just too difficult to put on, and everything's too brittle. But he looks amazing. The hat comes off. Let's pop his hat off so you can see what he looks like without his hat on. So he has kind of like sculpted hair. His hat does come off, and it's a nice little black hat. And like I say, I think he just has way too many guns. He has the dual knives here, and he has the holster for one of the guns here. So I got a feeling he kind of mixed up some of his sets when he was putting them away, and just ended up with too much stuff, but I'll take them. But Tex looks amazing, and let's look at his Skull Walker and see what that looks like. And here we have Tex Hex. I mean, you could really, this is the Skull Walker. You could really use this figure for Marshal BraveStarr or Deputy Fuzz or, you know, any one of the other figures. But I think Tex Hex looks the best on it. And I kind of remember seeing him. We used to have a store up in a town that I lived in called Toys and Wheels. I don't know if anybody ever remembers that, but I remember this guy in the window on this thing, and I thought, man, that is just totally amazing. So let's get the Skull Walker out of the box. So there's the Skull Walker. Like. It's called Skull Walker by Pettis. Here is the instruction sheet. Nice to have that. Always nice to have that. This is very easy to put together. These are the 2 feet that go on here. The skull kind of comes up like this. The saddle has to get put on, but it's already on. So we will construct him and get him looking all good, and then we will have a close-up look at both of these guys. So let me get this Skull Walker put together, and then we will have a look at the Skull Walker. And here it is, the Skull Walker. I don't have it on the round around because it's just too big, but this is the one item I really wanted when I saw what came in. Basically, the feet pop on here. The skull moves up and down as you wish, and the saddle can go on and off. And he looks like so. This is really for Tex Hex, but it can be used by anybody that's in the line, and it looks totally amazing. Now, it does have a feature, and I'll show you the feature. On the back, right here, is a knob, and if you hold this up like this and turn the knob, it walks. And of course, you put Tex Hex on there, and then you walk with him. That's just a playable feature. I don't know how well it would work, but just a little bit of an item. And then on the back, it looks like exhaust ports for the rocket to make this thing move. Very impressive little item, and this I think was made strictly for Tex Hex. I really wouldn't want to see Marshal BraveStarr on it, but let's get Tex on here and see what he looks like on this thing. I've been waiting to see that. So oh man, that looks nice. There is Tex Hex on the Skull Walker, and he sits on there just perfectly. You can use the one hand to hold on to the horn. There's no reins or anything like that. And got the other hand out shooting the gun as he's riding. I mean, that looks really nice. It really does. Straight on. What a beautiful look. He was definitely made for this. Almost a shame to keep him in the box. Kind of want to leave him out of the box so you can see him riding this thing the whole time. Now, I do believe Marshal BraveStarr has a horse. I do believe it's a silver horse, but I haven't seen that yet. But man, does that not look nice or what? That is really sweet. He fits on there just perfectly. You got to take the gun off the backpack because it just pops off because he's sitting. But just amazing looking thing. Just love the look. He looks absolutely incredible. He's leaning a little bit. Let's put him back. Let's get over there, buddy. Isn't that amazing? That's the whole sale for me. When I saw the Tex Hex and I saw the Skull Walker, I knew I had to have this combo. I'm so tempted to leave it out of the box, but I'm going to put them back in the box for now, but I'm going to seal the boxes up so I can take them out and pose them anytime I want. He looks absolutely amazing. I'm so glad I got this. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the review on these retro toys, the BraveStarr toys from 1986. Cartoon came out in 87. It only went for about 6 months, and not even that, and it was over. These toys are awful hard to find. These are in really good shape. The figures and everything themselves, if he played with them very sparingly. I fixed the boxes up as best as I can. I didn't pull any of the stickers off. We've got Marshall BraveStarr over here. We got Tex Hex over here, and then we got the Skullwalker here. Now, I know there's more at the store, and I'm going to have a look at a couple, but I'm very happy to have gotten these. I fixed these boxes as best as I can, because one thing for me about vintage toys like this is the boxes. The boxes tell a story, and you know, it's just pretty amazing to see all the stuff that comes with these. So I got to find a place for them, and I'm going to put them up, and we'll continue to look for some more of these awesome BraveStarr and vintage figures. Thank you for looking at this two-part series on BraveStarr. Very happy to have found these. Let me know if you had these as a kid, or if you've seen them, or if you're looking for them. And I do really enjoy having them. So anyways, thank you for stopping by. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.